Coach Benton, Mr. Benton, thanks for taking time out for us.
Thank you for coming out today, sir.
Tell us a little bit about your band, your preparation, and where you're going today.
All right, so the Pride of the Pecos Valley is a traditional band. We've been here well over 100 years, dating back, and today we kind of set foot into a new era and a new chapter of pursuing being a competitive band. And so what that entails is a themed show with music that's not necessarily out of the Stands Tunes folder. And we kick off our competition season. I just tell all my other band directors, happy Bandtober.
Okay.
I hope that you can get home one day. But we kick off competition today in Portales. Next Tuesday, we host a competition here in Artesia.
What time and where?
So that's at Bulldog Bowl. That kicks off. First band's on Capitan at 6:05 p.m. and that goes until about 9 p.m. with the awards. Artesia, your Pride of the Pecos Valley goes on at 7:45 p.m. So make sure you show up and show out for your kids.
Great.
Then we will be competing the second annual state marching competition October 25th in Rio Rancho, and then we'll end our season competing at NMSU in the Tournament of Bands held there on November 1st.
Wow. So you're looking to try to pick up some hardware too, right?
Hardware or not, I care more about it. Are we doing something for these kids where they're going to have valuable memories and life lessons? The hardware is a plus. Like I told them last night, hey, this is your first year as a competitive marching band. This is my first year as a director of a competitive marching band. I don't know what's going to happen. All I know is that you've tried your best. I've tried my best. We'll get some good feedback from these competitions, and that's just how we get better. And if we get some hardware, awesome. If we don't, that's okay too. Because I just want you to look back at previous years and see how much we've grown.
And Coach, Artesia's never done this before. Been in band competitions.
The last time I believe that Artesia's gone to competitions, it's been over 30 years.
Wow. So
Yes,
you're
sir.
trying to really instill maybe some the competition and also just memories and just being competitive a little bit, right?
Oh, yes, sir. I mean, it's in our water. It's in our blood here in Artesia. We're all competitive, and I love that aspect. It's so unique to Artesia. I'm from Clovis, and I've lived in Portales, El Paso, Tulsa, Stillwater, Oklahoma, and nowhere has had this communal competitive spirit. And when you're competitive, especially when you're competing against yourself, it just makes you better, and it makes your community better.
So the first season, no matter what, you're going to win just by showing up, basically.
Oh yeah. We've at this point put well over 300 hours into Stands Tunes for football games, playing new music, preparing the marching show, and I've gotten some comments from students and from community members and parents that, hey, the band looks happy and they look like they really want to be there. And if I can help somebody love music, then I'm doing my job right.
And Coach, you have 10 seniors. Talk about them a little bit, and then talk about, you said a bulk of your team or band members are freshmen.
Yes, sir.
So what have you done to instill them that they're not quitting or dropping out? Freshmen especially.
So I was really blessed to be the assistant director last year, and so my main sort of post was the junior high.
Okay.
Where I had the freshmen. We had about 10 freshmen last year, and we had about 50 eighth graders.
Okay.
Now, whenever they get to high school, more electives open up, and some of them, we're a little scared, Mr. Benton. I don't think I want to do this anymore. You're in high school once. I want you to go do the things that you want to do.
Right.
No hard feelings. I'll see you at Walmart. I'll say hi. I'll see you in the halls. I'll ask how you're doing. I'll shoot a little joke at you, but I don't think people care how much you know until they realize how much you care.
Right.
And I think that our current freshmen, since they had me last year, I think somehow I was able to instill with them that, hey, I really care about you and what you do. But our seniors are awesome. They went through a year of band during the pandemic.
Okay.
And I was graduating from Eastern at that time, and I was doing my student teaching. And so I kind of had somewhat of an educator's experience as well as a student experience during the pandemic. And it was terrible. No educator was prepared to go completely online.
Right.
And with a beginning trumpet player, you don't have that immediate accurate sound in what they're doing, because they're using a school laptop. They probably don't have a professional microphone, so it was hard to diagnose things. So our seniors have gone through the pandemic. They stuck that out. They're tough. They are tough. And then going through a change in leadership. I mean, I never went through a band director change ever in my university studies or here. Whenever I was in high school, and so they're living an experience that's completely different than what I've lived.
Sure.
And I think that they've just been so graceful and patient with me, because they see how much I care for them and their program, because it's their program. It's
right.
Nobody else's. It's those 79 kids out on that field right now.
And that's how many you have, 79 students.
Yes, sir.
So, and how did you end up with this position? I know Lisa Dillon ran it for a long time, 20-some years or so. Did she just retire, or?
Yes, sir. So whenever I initially got hired, my wife is from Artesia.
Okay.
And so I was.
What's her name?
Olivia Benton.
Okay.
She's from Artesia, but we had met at Eastern when we were getting our undergraduate degrees, and she followed me to El Paso, where I went for 1 year of my master's, and then I transferred to Oklahoma State.
Okay.
And then she followed me there for 2 years.
For your master's?
Yes, sir.
And what's your master's in?
In wind band conducting.
Wind band conducting.
Yes, sir. Yes,
what
sir.
instruments do you play, or can you play? Everything?
I can play all of them, not well.
Drums, piano, everything, right?
But tuba is my main instrument.
Okay.
I've been known to doodle around on the trumpet and on the piano, as well as guitar.
Saxophone?
I can make some sounds on saxophone.
Okay.
I'm no Kenny G. But,
Okay, okay.
I can make a few sounds.
Okay, wow.
But yeah, we were looking for jobs, and as two band directors, it's kind of difficult to find two band directing jobs.
Right.
And Artesia opened up, and they also needed a choir director, so we came in. My wife taught choir last year. I taught band, and then Lisa announced her retirement in March, and
Okay.
I thought, okay, well, let's see if I throw my name in the hat, and let's just see what happens. And thankfully, I've been so blessed to have been trusted with such a rich program.
Wow. So, and this is your first year, so what do you want to try to do? I know with competitions, that's one thing. What else do you want to impart on these kids? I know you're teaching them life lessons about competition, being prepared, showing up on time. And give me the thing, what you said about the two areas, one's preparation and one's, you just gave it to me.
So I believe, that we're all humans, and humans are going to make human error. And so sometimes, as hard as it is, we need to be graceful with each other and try and show the same grace that you would want shown to you. But in music and in life, truthfully, there's two errors that can be made, and it's preparation or concentration. So like the question you had asked earlier was, how do bands sometimes mess up the national anthem? And it's one of those two things. It's either they were not prepared, and that falls on their band directors. If they didn't prepare them to accurately read the rhythms or accurately play the notes, note length, when to breathe, all of these different aspects, or if it's just concentration. I do an exercise with them where I say, okay, everybody close your eyes. I'm going to go 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, and the next one, you have to clap. 1, 2, and it will sound like popcorn. And I say, what people don't understand is you have to do that for 3 minutes. 79 of you have to do that for 3 minutes and be on the same wavelength in order to play something together and in time. And that's just starting the note. That's not even, okay, what's the tension right here? How firm is this? Is my reed good today? Is it this finger or is it this finger? Because they get the same note. So there's a lot of different little
Moving
details
parts.
that go, a lot of small moving parts that go into a single minute of performance.
Wow. And then Mr. Benton, talk about, I love what you were talking about the 15 minutes. You got 3 minutes on, 7 on. Talk about that, because people don't understand that.
Yeah, so like today, whenever we go to competition, we'll have 15 minutes. And so we're slotted to start at 2:50 p.m. in Portales at L. Whitehead Field. And so at 2:50 p.m., we'll be on the side one end zone. So if you're at the home and you're facing a field, side one's to your left. If you're on the field, side one is to your right. But they'll be there on the end zone. And then We'll give the go-ahead to our center snare drummer, Zeke Sanchez. Da, 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 da. Then they'll step off. From the moment that heel hits the ground, timer's going. They have 15 minutes to get on the field with their props, with their instruments, get them set up across the field, get our new sound system plugged in, up and running, tested, and everything like that, perform their show, which is about 7.5 minutes, and then get back off that field. And like last night, we had our Monday night rehearsal. That's all we did for 2.5 hours was get off the field. Here's how you get on. Good. Run back and do it again. Off the field, get back on. Now we're going to play the first movement. Get back off. Run, get back on. Now we're going to do the whole show. Now get off. Okay, and just going through that process just to make sure that they're solid. But for those 15 minutes, nothing else in the world can matter to them because, again, it's preparation and concentration. They've done a fantastic job at preparing themselves for this, but if even for one moment when they're marching, they lose concentration, a trombone's hitting a flute player and somebody's losing a tooth. Or one of our color guard members, swinging the flag the wrong way and is hitting somebody in the head and now they're injured. So it's constant concentration for 15 minutes. And I encourage everybody to pick something in their life. Maybe it's reading a book, or maybe it's practicing something or knitting, and just spend 15 minutes where nothing else matters in your life, whether it's prayer or whatever. It's pretty difficult not to let your mind go.
Right. And finally, Coach, what do you want to take away from kids that are coming through your program, not only about band, fun experience and stuff, but life lessons? What are you trying to teach them so that when they look back on their 4 years or 3 years with you or 2 years, that they say, hey, Coach Ben, he made a difference in my life?
So I want to show them that they can be part of something bigger than themselves, and just the value of music. I challenge anybody, if you feel that music is just, it's whatever, watch a John Williams movie, watch Star Wars, watch Harry Potter, watch Jaws without the music. You can find that on YouTube, and you'll see the difference that makes. Music's in our lives daily. It's in the birds singing, it's in the cars going by over the sewage line. It's all around us. And so I really want to instill a love of music with these kids. That way they can spread it across the world, because that's what makes us human. One of the few things that makes us human is we're able to enjoy music. The other aspect is I want to instill in them to be the adult that they need in their life. Band taught me to grow up to be the adult that I needed in my life. Somebody who is dependable, responsible, and who believed, like in the great coach Vince Lombardi, if you chase perfection, you might catch excellence. I heard that quote whenever I was 16 years old, and I kind of just ran with it, and somehow I'm 27 years old, a head band director, and it's incredible what you're capable of as long as you don't get in your own way. And that's the constant thing I say to them: don't get in your own way. You're capable of so much more than people think you are. And people will always think less of you because you're young, and they think you won't know. But let them say what they're going to say. You just keep going to the beat of your own drum, and you'll get to where you need to be.
Wow. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.